What's up, guys? This is AJ here from Fraser Comics, here with another episode on Fraser's Indie Talk. Alright, so today's episode it's a small comic, just like I mentioned on the last episode. This is actually gonna be our second anime style comic, and again, not your typical one. And third, coming from the same indie publisher, WTF Comics. Shout out to Jack Egan and all you guys. Again, great work. Keep doing what you guys are doing. But let's dive into our next book here. And so that book is going to be Danger's Combat. Danger's Combat, once again, this is volume 0. So this is like a prequel book. So coming from, like I said, WTF Comics. Here's just about the same staff from the last book. We were dealing with Paulo Gutenberg, Wal Souza, Rodrigo Celez. I hope I'm pronouncing this right. I do apologize in advance if I'm not. So, but again, let's get right into it, shall we? So already we're looking at another black and white comic. We've been getting tons of those black and white comics, which is no problem. The art is just phenomenal here. So let's look at the staff here. Yep, creator and writer Paulo Gutenberg, and of course Jack Egan this time was lettering, and editor-in-chief Jack Egan. And then you got the other two guys, Wal Souza and Rodrigo. The art pages on certain illustrations and pages that they did. So, and then you've got a memorial here when you first open up the book here. This book is dedicated to the memory of Wal Souza. Oh, okay. Gone but not forgotten. 1/11/2020. So, let's turn to the next page here. Alright, so kind of like with the last book, going back to 2015 from what the story is, it's in Brazil. And so they're having some kind of Brazilian parade going on. But yeah, short and sweet to the point. When it's all fun and games, in seconds, peace has ended. Catastrophe hits Brazil. So government officials, army authorities, and all that stuff trying to figure out how to solve the situation here. And there can only be one person. Oh, and this is coming up to current day. Current day is 2020. There can only be one character that can help solve and save the day. And it will be this gal right here. This is Isabella. She's kind of like a half humanoid robot wearing an exoskeleton, but now about to get an upgrade to this suit that this gal had helped created. So here's, oh, look at that. Nice detail illustration on the blueprints here, black and white. Here's kind of a better layout of the black and white form here. Jumping ahead, we're going to get into some of the action here. So as you can see, those are the bad guys. And then here's Danger, about to save the day, help the people in need, which would be those two dweebs right there. Alright, once again, skipping ahead here, more of the disaster, kind of almost coming to an end here. That's not a bad guy, he's actually a good guy, saving a kid from, well, these guys right here. And that's basically the ending here, as you can see, or is it? We will never know until we find out next time. Alright, so there you have it, folks, kind of short and sweet to the point. It's a very small book, it's not the typical size book, and not a typical anime book, because once again it would have to start from back to front, not like, you know, front to back, like, you know, like we're all used to. Black and white, classic black and white. It's not colored or anything. Very short read, easy to understand. Very nice black and white comic, Danger's Combat. And if you haven't had a chance, and again, like I mentioned, this was our third book coming from WTF Comics. You can take a look at the other two episodes. I'll post like right here, and also in the description down below at the end of this video, after you get done watching it. Episode 18, episode 7. So we did Blue Ghost and Black Alpha. So if you haven't had a chance, look into those two books. Very awesome. I totally recommend them. Now, the book itself, the story and whatnot, it's really nice to see another interpretation of, like, I guess super hearing, I guess you can say. Nothing really doesn't come to mind on what this book reminds me of, but I like it where it takes place in a different country. It's not like your typical, oh, New York City, downtown, whatever. You know, it's sometimes I get tired of reading some of that stuff because it's so typical. You read something, oh, New York, and bad guys, superheroes, yada yada yada. You know, it's great to see a different like interpretation of something else, you know. And so that I definitely like. I like the creativity. Getting a short, sweet, to the point book, very small book. I think a lot of people will like it. All right, scale of 1 to 10 for Dangerous Combat. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. Definitely for a short and sweet, to the point book, and with it being pretty much like a prequel. Definitely, I like the story layout and the black and white detail, the illustration, stuff like that. Definitely, and again, I'm a color guy. I love looking at the color aspects of these comics, these pages, and you know, all that plays into factor. But definitely 9 out of 10 here from Fraser Comics. And so, and again, shout out to WTF Comics and Jack Egan and them, who runs it, or whoever runs it. You guys are doing a great job. I'll continue to follow what you guys are doing. Make sure, you know, spread the word whenever I start doing shout out videos again. Life's been busy. But yeah, just like, subscribe, follow. This was Dangerous Combat, not comment. Oh, stay tuned for next week, hopefully next week, because we're going to be premiering our next video game special. So we're going to be showing what game to comic adaptation we're going to be talking about, and also some actual gameplay, first time ever on this channel. So be tuned into that for next week. So now, without further ado, we'll see you guys on the next episode. All right.